If you are concerned that you have obstructive sleep apnea, you may have been told that you need to have a sleep study. I've been board certified in sleep medicine for a long time, and I can tell you in the beginning, sleep studies were an in-lab sleep study, which were really quite onerous and very cumbersome. And because of the cumbersome nature of them, sometimes the data itself was not very good. Well, we've got phones that fit in our pocket now and great technology, and the same thing holds true for sleep testing. It's now done with a home sleep testing device. Home sleep testing devices are definitely just as accurate as an in-lab study for the diagnosis of obstructive sleep apnea, but you get to do it at home in your own bed with your own teddy bear. It's a natural environment, so in a lot of ways I think it's actually more accurate. Patients can also sometimes do very conveniently even more than a one-night study, meaning changing certain variables to see if it alters the outcome of the study. Home sleep testing devices are quite simple. It's a small device with simple lights that connects to a belt that goes around your chest. What are we measuring? Well, the device itself, the belt, as you breathe in and out, it stretches the belt, so it measures respiratory effort. A small device that fits in the nostril that looks like a nasal cannula oxygen is a pressure transducer, which means it measures flow. There's a pulse oximeter that's on the finger. It's measuring the heart rate and the saturation. Essentially, an episode of apnea is when you're making respiratory effort, but there's a significant drop in flow with an associated drop in your oxygen saturation. Now, the device itself, after your night of sleeping, turns itself off once you disconnect it, and the box is brought to the office and plugged into a computer. And it'll go through a process of downloading the data for all the hours you were sleeping to analyze for episodes of apnea. And it can be calculated, meaning the number of episodes of apnea that's occurring per hour, to give us an idea if you do or do not have obstructive sleep apnea and what the severity of that is. Really, the first step towards getting it corrected is to understand that, because many of the therapies depend upon also the severity of the apnea that's present. If you have really not wanted to look into your snoring, concerned that you may have obstructive sleep apnea, but you just did not want to go to a sleep lab, that impediment's not there anymore. A simple home sleep test can be done to kind of get you on a path towards a diagnosis and appropriate plan.